really from my experiences with this lab in particular is that the most important attitude is optimism. From my personal experience in past labs, it's easy to blame your partners for mistakes made during the lab, especially when people are always trying to leave early. Um, but it's really important to remember like what the main target goal is in order to prevent petty drama from ensuing. And I think our group did a really good job avoiding this because we were always mindful of the fact that we had a common goal and that not to take anything really personally. And we really got along great, and I actually ended up really loving everyone that I worked with. Um, Especially even though we sometimes made mistakes, like no one ever really took it personally, and we were always able to quickly find solutions to the problems that we made. Um, Overall, I think is an important lesson to remember to stay optimistic when facing challenges, especially when working as a group, um, because otherwise you create petty drama, and then your group focuses on that rather than the end goal that you really are trying to conduct the experiment as best as possible and trying to like work towards the task that you're all working towards.
So often in science, the end goal is for the results to be correct. We are told what the perfect or ideal solution would be, and our skill and intelligence is based on how close we come to meeting that number. The main takeaway that I have from this lab is how messy science is. Mistakes are made and unexpected results occur, but that's what makes it interesting. It wouldn't be worth it to spend all day trying to get the same exact data as somebody else. Mistakes are how you learn and how you improve. To look at it another way, it's like when you get sick. Obviously, being sick isn't ideal, but your body grows stronger from developing the antibodies needed to fight the virus. If you never get sick, that's great, but you'll never develop any antibodies. Like getting sick, making mistakes is an inevitability, and they're much easier to deal with if you start thinking of them as part of the process rather than as a personal failure.
When my group and I encountered unexpected obstacles during lab, it was oftentimes very frustrating. In the beginning of the year, for example, we were plating yeast, and the first few trials we realized that a lot of our plates were contaminated. So our group modified our approach by reflecting on how we did those plates, and then realizing what we did wrong, and improving our technique for the next plates. So with this example, our group realized that our sterile technique was subpar. More specifically, my partner Carly and I realized we weren't working close enough to the flame, and we were talking too much while we were plating, and the particles from our mouth got into the agar plates and caused contamination with the yeast colonies. So we improved our sterile technique by working closer to the flame and talking less while we were plating, and we solved the problem, and we had no more contamination during our yeast colony trials. The big takeaway from this is to not be intimidated by unexpected obstacles and errors. Improve your technique in any way that you can for optimal results for the next time. In lab, there are many different obstacles that you may encounter, but it is always important to remember to approach everything with a positive attitude and always try your best.